y'all. Sewing up a monkey's butt. You know it. Hey guys, welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove, and I'm having the best morning. So, my friend Kenny's friend came to look at the unit and take measurements and stuff for my air condition, and he's such a lovely man. And yeah, they're such good people. I feel blessed. We were talking about cats, and he has a cat named Serenity, but she goes outside, likes to, get things. So I said, don't tell me about that. My little Clara could not be bothered. But anyway, so what I've been doing is everything on my table, I've been doing things, right? Following up, just the little things. I want my table cleared, right? So simple things like, hold on, y'all. Like this bag had a rip. So I put some duct tape and then I will fill it up and give it to the vets, right? So that's a no-brainer. And then this thing I got charged up and I wanted to show y'all. So, uh-oh, y'all, did it break? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Duct tape, y'all. But what it does is, oh my, it's a piece of crap. And I'm telling you, wow. You guys, so I'm gonna have to get my glue out. Okay, let's try the other side. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. I'm gonna call the company and figure out. Anyway, so when you're out gardening or like we were wearing masks at work, and so these were perfect, right? It just gives you a little air so you don't feel like you're gonna pass out. So anyway, for some reason these light up. I don't care about lighting up, right? Maybe if you're I don't know. Anyway, so let's see here. I guess maybe you do this and not this. Anyway, I am going to try to super glue it. And this part's okay. So it's that part. Well, it doesn't get to leave the table, y'all, but I'm gonna try to do that today. And then my Fitbit keeps falling off and I haven't worn it because I'm terrified to lose it. But I took a little super glue and just this thing moves and now it's not moving. So just tiny little things like that. Like I washed this monkey because I decided, I have to let things go. I mean, he's a lovely monkey. He's an orangutan, y'all. Look how cute. Somebody will love him. And apparently he had issues in his behind. So I'm going to sew that up. What's funny is the kit I'm using, this is my bookbinding kit, but I have some thread that will work and I have a needle that I can use. And like when I finish a task, I throw the trash out, I put it where it should be. So I'm getting there because I wanted to hang around and wait for Juan to come. So I didn't want to get engaged in anything because one does. Y'all, this is my first time threading a needle with my eyes being different. But do kids still learn to sew in school? I wonder. Or you wait, or do you, I mean, everybody throws stuff away now, right? So maybe people don't know how to sew. I don't know. Do you know that really teenagers and some adults do not know how to address an envelope? I know maybe they'll never need it, but y'all, I just find that crazy. Or God forbid they couldn't write a check. But anyway, so let me show you. I will just do a good enough job so it doesn't, spill out. Green thread would be better, I think, but I do not have any kind of interesting green thread. I probably do, actually, you guys. But we're going to move on here. And then I'm going to do just sort of a basic one to hold it together. And then I will do, I'm going to make sure. Okay. And then I'll go through and then I'm going to do it a little bit tighter, right? I'm not the best at this. I'm not a patient sewer, but I know how to do it, right? So what I'm going to do is go back. So there's that. So, I've never had a pair of these because I had to wear driving glasses, right? And these would have been too expensive. I think looking cool. There is such a thing. I'm going to wait to make sure that my eyes are where they should be. You can get sunglasses readers so if you're out at the pool or the beach or you're well, let's just keep doing this, right? outside and you need to read, like you're reading your book or whatever, you want to look at your phone. So that's smart, because that, that's harsh. But anyway, so he's going to go. I told him he's had a little bit of Novocaine, so he doesn't feel anything. But he's going to a lovely home, I told him. So maybe I'm not doing the best here, right? Anyway, I guess I should do it more like inside. Anyway, so let's just, but I always wash my stuffed animals before I give them away because, I was afraid they wouldn't take them, because of COVID, but, it's as if COVID didn't happen. So, anyway, I mean, that's okay. Right now, do you think he's feeling bad? He's going away, but I think he'll like to play with kids, right? Anyway, there's one more. And yes, so this went all over my floor in my laundry area. I felt like he had one more hole. Maybe that was it. Oh no, wait a minute. Here we go. Another hole. So I put all the stuffing back. But yeah, so I've just been doing little things like this that you tend not to do, but it's gonna make my life. So I told myself until he comes, but now I want to finish. It's 11 almost, and I think I'll make tomorrow garden day. I don't know, or I can go out later and I'm gonna look at the temperatures and then do some chopping up. So my goal is to go chop it all up, pile it up, and then later get a bag and bag it up. And then I'm going to go in the living room and pack up some of the stuff I pulled already to let go of. So I need to get a will. I know through my union I can get a will, but I'm going to just write some stuff down because really... And there's this really cool book called I'm Dead, Now What? So I need to fill that out. Just, just in case something goes on. Make it easier. You do it for the people you leave behind, right? My mother had me behind, so I could deal with everything. I'm not sure I did a good job of it, but... All right, y'all, so let's see. Yeah, this is an ADHD sewing thing, but that's all I got right now, so. And I don't need to do blanket stitch. Anyway, it's lovely, and I don't know when they're, these guys are doing this after their other jobs to save me money, and I don't know when they're going to be able to do it, so it might be a little hot next week. But I do have my bed cleared down, well, almost cleared. I'm going to put the sheets on today and the comforter, the one down in my studio, so if I had to, I could sleep there. But usually if I take a good, nice, cold shower, y'all, it helps, right? Anyway, did I get all the little... I don't want him thrown out because he has a hole, right? And, yeah. But these are the little things, right? Do you guys hop on them right away? Or, I end up having a bag full of stuff and then I don't see it, forget about it. The bag gets put somewhere and that's how that works. So anyway, I think I got it all. So I'm going to do this and then try to get it tight. And go under and up and then cut it. Okay. All right. He is ready to be loved. His name is Francis, but he will be amenable, right? He's just so anyway, hopefully someone will love him. So he is going, and he understands it's not a rejection. Anyway, he goes tumbling down. Okay, you guys, so this is where I keep all my bookbinding stuff. So I know where everything is. right, so we will put that back. Right now it's living in my living room because there's things I want to sew up. But so I wanted to share this with you. So starting Monday, this is called Workshop Week 2024. I don't see no other name other than that. But they're going to have all these free classes all day long. And I think you get 24 hours to watch them. So I printed them out and, highlighted the ones I'd like to see. And then they have some kids ones that are available all week. But I've not really heard of not one of these teachers, which I'm excited about. But the couple I really want to take is the art of wax seals. I don't really know anything about that. And I'm sure I have all the stuff. Alcohol ink flower fields. I'm just going to watch. I'm not going to do art with them and, take notes and maybe some screenshots. And then playful, intuitive mixed media paintings with flower pressing mini course. I find that interesting. I've really never pressed flower. I put them in books and stuff. And then there is impressionistic landscapes in soft pastel. And we have full page floral mindful doodles and gouache painting and eyes are my hard time. And then watercolor ice cream and popsicles. And there's other ones. There's like watercolor bearded iris, realistic colored. They must be British because they spell colored the British way. Pencil drawing, fun block lettering and sidewalk chalk. Who don't want to see that? And I actually bought chalk for work to play with. Mixed media water lily pond painting, envelope hand lettering. They have some computer stuff. I'm not interested in that. Mixed media botanical bouquet. I think that for sure. They have like a DIY hanging ornament. Let's see. Watercolor floral collage, colored pencil sketchbook journaling. So there's all kinds of interesting stuff here. And they have handmade paper crafted greeting card. Let's see, floral bottle painting, floral hand lettered chalkboard welcome sign, draw fun and easy plants in cans. So, really it's quite, and they have something where they create and procreate. I don't know anything about that. So, floral illustration nameplate page. So even if you're not, going to do any of it, it's just fun to watch and see people be creative. So I'm very excited. I'm not going to deep dive anybody because I just don't have time right now. I'd rather do creativity, make art, have fun. But yeah, so really never heard of one person. It's just fascinating to me. But yeah, so I got that going. So I paid some attention. So I'll be working. You get 24 hours. So when I get home at night, I will do my, okay, so I've been following this trial, y'all. The Daybell trial, Chad Daybell, and what's he called, the prophet or something? Anyway, he was found guilty, of course, can you imagine being found guilty, one, murdering your wife, and your children they believe you're innocent. What pain is that? That their mother's gone, they believe by natural causes, and their dad is going to either go to jail for life or be put to death. The pain of that, and some of them they believe lied on the witness stand, perjured themselves, and apparently weren't very good at it. But can you imagine living and coping with that? So not only did he take the life of a 7-year-old autistic child who was so loved, and a 16-year-old girl who was sassy and opinionated and smart and fast, could sing, talented. Really, they can't even decide whether she was chopped up with a knife alive or dead. Honestly, I'm going to say more than that. And you ruined all these lives. They have the impact statements. This one, Colby, who his mother, Lori Vallow, is the one she's in jail for life. And and he said, you took my whole family. JJ, Colby, and now they also killed her last husband, Charles Vallow. She's in Arizona waiting trial for that, who Colby loved, who was like a dad to him. Took them all. And now he's ruined his children's lives. They will never be the same. And what's really sad is, one of the girl, Emma, the oldest daughter, her husband testified, and he really came off like a jerk. I'm sorry, really. But his brother was at an interview, and he goes, I just want you to know our family totally supports you know, the families that have been affected by the deaths of these people. And, you know, this is my brother, you know, we love our brother, you know, I love my brother, and he's in a horrific place because his wife, you know, he's trying to support his wife, and they've got children, and now their grandmother's gone and their grandfather's gone. Really, all intents and purposes. I don't know if you take your little 3-year-old. I think if you're on death row, you can see by video. Anyway, they may, after the sentencing, they may never see him again in person. It's just unbelievable. And they're going to have to live with that. But the son-in-law said, you know, give them a break. Like, people are harassing them. And this is what I don't understand. I get anger, I get all that, but why are you going to harass people? Right? I mean, they did not, I mean, I don't know. What would you do if it was your father, right? And you totally believed him, and you were raised your whole life to believe him. So anyway, so they're terrified, and they've got 2 children, and they don't have the money to pick up and move to another state, and they don't want to, right? But I don't know. You would think hopefully the Mormon church people would help them. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so anyway, the jury has the deliberation for life or death, and you know, but here's what I think. In Idaho right now, they couldn't get the drugs for, you know, that part of killing people that way, lethal injection. And then I guess they got him, and this man, they could not find a vein. They did it 8 times. I'm sorry. You have to vacate that death penalty and let that person live. That's terrible. That's not what we do. So now they set up a thing for the firing squad. They've approved it, but they have to build a range. They don't have the money for all this. If you cannot do it humanely, then I don't know if they're thinking that, you know, maybe by the time he got through appeals and all this, they would have that. I just think if that man, that 7 times they try to find a vein, and let me tell you, when you're older and you're not hydrated, they have machines that can find. My mom, we went through this. They're machines. But then, I'm sorry, I think you've lost your chance. At this point, that's horrific. Let the man just die in jail. He's 80-something, right? Anyway, I don't know what he did. I don't know anything about it, but we're supposed to be better, right? Anyway, so they have it today, and hopefully they're sequestered, so they can't go home until they have a verdict, so they'll be working around the clock. But it could be, you know, it's a big deal, so I'm glad they're taking time, because you can't just, you know, it's a big deal, and maybe one person's holding out, and that's it. Everyone has to be unanimous. But if anyone deserves it, well, you know, that Parkland school, that kid did not get it. But, you know, they have mitigating circumstances, right? And his childhood and the way he was treated, he was like, I don't know how, when he did this, 17, 18, was so horrific. And so neglected that maybe it is fair not to give them the death penalty. I don't know. That's the thing, right? I don't know. I would never make that. I could never be on jury and make that choice. I just couldn't. But state of Florida didn't do it, and you know, because 1 person, 2 people. So I don't know. These are not things that, you know, I would argue over. But I just think life in prison would be horrible. But I guess, especially if you're narcissistic, or I don't know, that kid, I can't imagine he's going to have any quality of life. But I mean, he was doomed at birth. Ugh. But you know, Susan Smith's 30 years ago, she killed her children. She put them in the backseat of her car, strapped them in, and put her car in the lake, and then claimed that a person of color, man, stole it, and all this kind of stuff, right? Well, you know what? Even back then, there's traffic light patterns. Like, she said something, and the cops are like, it's not how that traffic light works. So they're, you know. And she's something really wrong with her. And she had a boyfriend that said he didn't want kids, and said, what? She's going to murder her children. And apparently, it was so sad. Because she's up for parole. And somebody said, you know, her kids hated the water. And it's not like she drugged them. I don't know. Don't know. But, you know, to kill innocent, defenseless children. But anyway, I think she's in South Carolina. But so what they were saying is she'll never get out. Never. But she has, 30 years. She was young when she went. I don't know how long. I'm going to say 25. So let's just say 25. She's not taking one educational class, they said. Not one, any of that. what do you do in prison all day? Like, I would be taking every class I could get my hands on. I'd be in every group. Like, what do you do? I guess you have a job, right? I don't know, but she was having affairs, having sex with prison guards, and I mean, that's shame on the prison guard. I mean, I can understand a young woman wanting to have sex, and that's shame on the prison guard. Sorry, that's terrible. But anyway, she knocked it out, and ever. And I guess you can go online and listen to this. There are dating sites for people in prison. So when I say, where's my person? There is somebody for everyone. And yeah, can't imagine. I guess it's a quality. I don't know. I guess you get used to it. I really don't know. Can't imagine. But yeah, so anyway, she's going to be tonight. I can't imagine. Can you imagine the uproar? Jeez Louise. But anyway, so hopefully they're going to come up with something today. And I'm going to watch a little bit. I like to hear the lawyers talk for whatever reason. And what's amazing, the grandmother and grandfather of the kid, JJ, who's 7. So what happened is, her name is Kay Woodcock, and her son and his girlfriend had a baby, and they were drug addicted. They could not take care of this child. And Kay was trying, but she realized they needed younger parents, and her brother Charles had just married this woman, Lori, who by all intents and purposes was a really good mother and good family and all this stuff. So she made the offer, would you like to adopt him? And the agreement was, that was it. They were theirs. There was no taking all this stuff, right? But they would have, of course, it was her brother. They were going to have a close relationship. So they did that. And so Lori had this kid since he was 2 or 3 weeks, or young. And of course, she had her older daughter, 16 years. So Kay couldn't, so Lori went off the deep end and was moving and would not let her speak to JJ. And it kept going on and on. And then she kept telling people, Kay's trying to get the kid. It's a shame she didn't. But finally, somebody from the police listened to her and Larry, her husband, who's one of the most really soulful people you'll ever hear on an interview. And people love these people. They are friends and with all kinds of people they've met, and people feel blessed to know them. I mean, that's amazing. But anyway, the police took her seriously, and that's how the whole thing, because of her. So I will hear one final, some of the, their interviews are painful. I love this kid, and they love Tylee, right? And Tylee, her friends, and it's just crazy. So anyway, I'm going to try to finish that up, and then I'm going to be obsessed with this next week, looking at art, and let that go. And I'm not really I'm following a couple other trials. I'm not following Corey Richards, who poisoned her husband in Utah with fentanyl. But I followed her. One, she's really pretty, so you wonder, it's interesting, right? And then she had this lawyer, Sky Lazaro, who I'm just obsessed and fascinated with. This woman is so interesting. She's super tall. Girl wears high heels and she's got dark hair, and people are saying all kinds of mean things about her, but she rocks her own style, right? Especially out in Idaho. But I was on her Instagram, and she's a horse lover, and her husband's a cowboy, and she's an interesting person. But something is going on, and some kind of ethical breach that the law firm had to, I guess, no, I don't know if the word is fire her as a client, but had to release her as a client. So I'm not sure that's going to be as interesting to me, but the judge on this, y'all, Corey Richards, y'all, if you don't do anything, try to find the judge. Can't think of his name, but he is one of the best voices I've ever heard. And his demeanor, but what he was doing at the end, he would say to Corey Richards, I wish you all the luck, or best luck. And people, I think, were getting upset, because I noticed this last time he said, I wish everyone luck. Right? And I can get that. I can get why people were upset about that. What a great, interesting human being. So him, I might do a little bit, because when it's about him, listening to, this woman is dumb, really stupid. And she actually was recorded calling her lawyers a dumb bitch. Okay. But this woman is really just dumb. Really dumb. So it makes me angry when dumb people kill really great people. They're not going to get away with it. I'm following that, and then there's a woman. I'm not following this super closely, but the Dan Markel, and definitely, you know, they're kind of in limbo right now. But since the mother-in-law gets to trial, the grandma. But there's also a woman, can't think of her name, something Gardner, and again Mormon. I'm obsessed with these Mormons, y'all. And then in Florida, and bad, you know, custody battle, and her husband was very Mormon and very strict and believed in all this, and she didn't. And she wanted full custody of the kids and move out to like Washington State, where her family is. Now get this, her family has a company called Stampin' Up, and I guess it's a pyramid thing. I don't know. Anyway, I've never used their products, even back in the day. I've heard of them, but they have insane amounts of money. So right now they have a firm, like, what do you call it? PR firm, saying bad things about him. And, you know, really, when you're talking crap about somebody that was murdered, like he had dropped the twins, they dropped him off, his 2-year-old with his new wife was in the back of the seat. Somebody had put a tire in the middle of the road. He had to get up to move it, and they shot him. And the guy who did the shooting was recruited, and now, of course, he's talking. But he had no idea there was a 2-year-old, and the 2-year-old told the police, "Daddy's sick, Daddy's sick." And then when she was at the police station before her mother could get to her, it was pretty traumatic. And so her mother, they have a company or nonprofit, they're trying to have baskets of things for kids, you know, coloring pants, just different things. So there's some comfort, stuffed animal, things that police stations don't have, right? Because that was, I think, pretty traumatic for this little 2-year-old, right? EMDR when she's older. And there might even be another baby. I can't remember, but yeah. And they won't let his wife, who had a close relationship with the kids and has their half sibling, see them. Just, people are just scum. That's it, just scum. So that's kind of interesting. But the biggest thing is Jose Baez is a lawyer, so I'm kind of interested to see how he's going to be. Right now, he's been trying to get her out on bond, and he hasn't. So she's a flight risk. They got money. She could go anywhere, right? So she's not getting out. And what's interesting, she comes to court and she's in regular clothes, and everyone else, her husband, who's being charged, that's a whole story. Y'all have to watch that to figure that out. He's in prison garb, so that, but he's not getting her out. And anyway, so I'll follow along, but they're not like active. They're, you know, nobody's in court right now. So and I don't watch the actual court proceedings. I just like to listen to people talk about it. So I'm going to switch away from that and fill good stuff in. So I'm going to show you guys. So I looked these up, right? So this is this Norman Rockwell, and it's listed from anywhere from $50 to like $150. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a box. I'm going to save it. So thinking that, let's say I'm gone in 10, 15, 20 years, whatever. And, you know, and my nephew could sell it. Look at this one. And this one's having a hard time. eBay was showing actually this exact one. It's a little vase. But I couldn't find a price. Anyway, but I'm going to just save those two. So I'm going to have like a box of things. I'm not going to have a lot, mind you. But anyway, yeah, I got a lot done. So right now I've got 40 minutes to drink all this up. And then this is something I found downstairs in my library, which I think Beverly gave me. So it's a tire inflator, and guess what? It shouldn't be in my basement. It should be out in my car. It's got an air hose. It's got storage compartment, light, on-off button, inflator. It takes 8 minutes to inflate. Okay, now here's the thing. It plugs into a 12-volt power outlet, aka cigarette lighter. So I don't know that I have that in my car. So I am going to check on that. Oh, and you can do a ball, because I need my ball right now. I want to get my ball going. My you know, where you lay on. So I'll have to Google this and see if there's any other way. But yeah, if not, I'll have to give it to someone who does have one, because there's no point in me having it. It's a great idea. I would love, I know it's downstairs because I was going to inflate my ball and then didn't see it and off it went out of my head. Is the only way that doesn't make sense, right? Really? That's pretty limited. Yeah, they're showing it in your car. But how long is this thing? Oh, I guess it's a longer cord. So, I would love to do my ball, but I just found the needle for my ball, so I can take it somewhere else. Let's see. I don't know if there's a way. Plug cord into 12-volt accessory power outlet. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Doesn't seem like a walk around that. So, trying to think. I'll have to Google that. I have the thing, you know, for the iPhone. So, yeah. You would think there'd be like some, I don't know. Anyway. That's a cool gift, right? This might be something I put on my list for Christmas or my birthday. It's a good idea. Because this happened at work and it was a big mess. No, I had to jump my engine. I think my tires, though, I did have an incident where I can't even, this is like, there was a big accident on the main road and I had to go the back road, and the road was that I would normally go up was blocked. I had to go through these country roads and my tire was getting flat. So, anyway, so I will check into that. I'm going to do that after I get off the phone with you. Well, hello, Clara. Clara had to hide because this nice man came, but he has a cat named Serenity. So, and then, yeah. What else is going on here? So this is something, I'd probably gift to someone. Or just, you know, throw into giveaway. So this is a Madame Alexander doll, setting sail. She's a little sailor. So I was going to Google her. I have no idea about that. I have no idea where I got it. Oh, McDonald's. You guys. I'm craving McDonald's. I'm not getting it. It's too expensive. It's so unhealthy. And I have tater tots if I need something like that. But anyway, I got to Google her. Now, she might go in the box. She might be worth some money. So this had eye cleaner in it and a thing. I know, right? Trash, but y'all, I don't know if I can do that. I gotta put something cool in here. I'm gonna at least put it where I might use it. Here's my glass thing. And then these come, and I don't know, I guess maybe I should use them. Like when I have them around the house, maybe. What do you think? I guess I could. It's just they're just boring, right? So maybe I will. And this is a really skinny one. I'm gonna let this go. The ones at work I don't, because they just sit on my desk. And somebody said to me, because I have my glasses down like this, he goes, so you're one of those people. I said, I've worn glasses my whole life and I don't take them on and off. And at night I would put them away, but it's just a thing. So maybe this is practical, right? For now. If not, I'll just gift them. And I have these keys, you guys. So look at these keys. Kenny always says he knows my key because it's colorful. So I think this was my mom's key. So, yeah. So I really don't know, like, what's that too? I don't know. I think I'm maybe just throwing them in something for now. But again, do I want to take all this stuff with me? I don't think so. I mean, so I think that was our last house key. I don't know. So, little hotel thing. Love that. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Are keys recyclable? I mean, they're fun for art. Especially, like, I would keep that one for art, probably. The ones that are different colors. I don't know, you guys. But that's going to go back and be dealt with. Some things just you can't be. And she's going to go with, I'm going to Google her, but she's going to go there. So yeah, so I thought I'd hop on. I am going to have a little lunch, y'all, but I'm behind. As I was talking to Ron, he's a lovely person. And then I've been throwing, like I finished something, like I had receipts that go in my purse, I put them in my purse. Like I had, you know, trash, put it in the trash and put the thing where it should go. So I really enjoy doing that. And it's something that I need to cultivate more because again, with ADHD, I put it away and it doesn't exist. It's just crazy like that. But I'm going to eat a little bit and take a rest, do a little meditation. I'm going to see the temperature today and see, you know, there's still time to, when the sun's not on where I need to cut that stuff, I want to do that. I think maybe what I will do is, if it's not hot, is go in the garage. And I'm going to do a good hour in the garage. And, like, I would need to find that thing for the weed whacker. And, you know, and I want to start just throwing things out and also, you know, having things for donation. And there's something I want to talk about. Those little things I have, I'm not sure about them, but I'm talking through with y'all. So that's the plan. And then later, like 5 or 6, we're going to sit out in the yard and have, do some pulling of the weeds and, yeah. And get that all put away and then get my weed whacker fixed and get it charged up. So that's ready to go. And so tomorrow I need to leave my house by like 8:15. So I might make it an early day and get up at 5:30 and that'll give me some time before I hop in the shower to do a little bit outside. So it's going to be hot this week. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to cope with it. Just going to learn to cope, right? Just like this. I'm coping. So, all right, guys, you take care. And yeah, so anybody want a green monkey? Yeah? Oh, and then we're going to do some clothes. I'm going to do that separately. So I'm going to let go now. And then, yeah, we're going to go through some clothes and see what you think. And I'll try some stuff on separately. But yeah, so thank you guys. And I will see you later. Bye.